Sword Rider, Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Sword Rider, Sword Rider.
Hello everyone, it's Sword Rider here, and I've been caught in a game of tag. It's this less than 1,000 subscribers YouTube challenge, and the ever impressive athlete himself, Mr. Wilderness, has caught this fat man and tagged him. So it's my turn to do the challenge tonight. Mr. Wilderness has basically said in his video that he tagged me before in one of these and he didn't think I'd done the video, and we spoke afterwards, and basically I had done the video that he tagged me in before. I don't know, but you naughty little monkey, fancy being subscribed to someone and not watching all their videos, you naughty man. Only joking, buddy. So I'm here to do this challenge tonight, and let's fly straight in with the first question, shall we? So number one, what inspired you to become a YouTuber? I think it was the last auto assembly, to be honest with you. No, it wasn't. It was the first TFN, I'll tell a lie. Because I went to the last auto assembly, and what I'd taken from it was I wasn't part of the community, I only went from the toys. And over the next 12 months, I started to go on Twitter, I started to speak to people on there, started to watch more YouTube, like the Collector75, who's now is a friend of mine, and people like Thu and all that kind of stuff. And I started to watch their videos, and I thought, actually, you know what, this is a good way to be part of the community. So what I basically did was I started to do some really poor videos, and if you look back at some of my earlier ones, I think one of my first ones was actually a haul video from TFN. But anyway, that was the reason why I wanted to be more part of the community going into TF Nation and all that kind of stuff. And actually as well, I kind of liked doing the editing. I did a little funny sketch thing for Christmas at work, and it went down pretty well. I enjoyed that, and so you know what, I thought I'd combine the one for being part of the community with this little passion that I got from doing a bit of work in it. So that's really why I become a YouTuber. So the next question is, what impression do you wish for your followers to experience from your channel? I don't know, sexual excitement about the handsome man they're seeing before them? No, not at all. It's probably the fact that I'm an honest and a genuine person. I do this thing for fun. I do this because I want to be part of the community. I want to inform people about the stuff that I've got and just give them my opinions on what I think toys are. And when I watch toy reviews, sometimes they don't answer the key questions that are like build quality sometimes, or they don't get to the point. And sometimes because some of the bigger reviewers, and this is no disrespect to those people, are supported by certain stores and certain sponsorship deals, then sometimes you think, well, maybe is it their opinion that they're getting across? Are they being truthful, or is it just the fact that they're trying to sell a product on behalf of a business? And that's fine if it is, and that's okay. But this is why I'd like to have that honesty and all that kind of stuff. And this is just a guy who buys stuff with his own money and sometimes sells it on. And if I get given something for free, I'll always say I'll get given it for free, or as a gift or whatever. And also maybe people like the laughs that I do. I know I haven't done that many of them lately, actually, and I need to get back on that game. But some of my videos at TFN the other year were quite funny, and they went down really well. So maybe just someone who likes to have a laugh as well. What do I wish I would never become as a YouTuber? I think ignorant to other people. I think sometimes, and this is no disrespect to anyone, I'm not even naming names of people in the Transformer community, I'm not even talking about them, but you see stories on YouTube of people getting really successful and fame going to the head and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, really, I don't want to. I don't want to be that person, and I hope I never go down the route of monetizing videos or asking for Patreons and all that kind of stuff. Not because I think it's wrong, it's that I think that this for me is a hobby. It's something I want to do for fun, and if you branch out into that stream of combining something that you do and love for money, it takes a little bit of the enjoyment out of it, if that makes sense. So it happened once before. For those of you who don't know, I've got a degree in art and illustration and all that kind of stuff. I used to draw all the while, used to love it. After I finished my degree, because it was forced on and I had to produce stuff day in, day out, I lost a love for it, and I've only recently started to do some stuff again. So that is why I won't do that, because I worry if I did do that, then I'd lose the passion for the hobby entirely. How long did it take you to get to 100 subscribers? I think it was about a year, maybe less, maybe 9 months. I'm not sure. I think I'm on 270ish at the moment. But I know I've got to that figure a lot quicker than I got to 100. So I'd say about a year. Let's just say that. What was your most viewed video? That is my Jinbao Bruticus review, which is at about 2,500 views now, which is crazy. It's a KO oversized Warbitron Bruticus. I did it not February just gone, the February before, and it's at 2,500 views, which is by far my most popular video. Which of my videos was the biggest surprise? Apart from the Bruticus one, I'd probably say it was one I did about the KO Starscream damaging the community, because it was the one that really got some people talking on Twitter, and my friends on there, and I got some more followers on Twitter, and I started to speak to some more people like Dorian, who me and him now get on like a house on fire, even though we don't speak as much as we should, my friend. But that video where I talked about how basically I put a picture up on Twitter of my Chaos Starscream, and Dorian said that he was damaging the community, KO Toys, and that debate all kicked off. You know, we've all been there a million times before now, it's old news. But I'd probably say that video surprised me the most because of how much people took interest in it and spoke to me about it. It was really interesting. It was a great experience. Which of my videos is the biggest disappointment? I don't see any of them as a disappointment, to be honest. But if we're talking about low views, I would say probably the ones that disappoint me the most are the G1 reviews I've done. Don't seem to get many views, and I think that's okay because, you know, we've seen all these things before. But for someone who's passionate about G1 Transformers, I would maybe like those to be a little bit more successful than me reviewing a 10 quid knockoff toy from China. But you know what? It's the reason why people watch these review videos half the time, like I watch them, is to see what a toy's like before they're going to buy it. So you know what? That's cool. I'm fine with that. But I'd probably say the G1 ones, videos that I do, I'd really like a few more views on them. What do you feel people overlook from your channel? The channel entirely, to be honest with you. There's only 272 people that have found it. That's a bit of a difficult question, really. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe at a glance, they just look at a guy talking in front of a cabinet and don't go into as much details with the toys. I don't know. But it's a difficult question to answer because I haven't really spoke to that many of my subscribers. Did speak to a few at TFN next year who were only complimentary, which was great. But yeah, I just don't know how to answer that question, to be honest. Describe a time when you've shared a meaningful moment with a child, stepchild, nephew, niece, etc., concerning anything superhero or sci-fi related. It's a bit of a broad question, but I want to take that and I want to rephrase it to when have you shared an experience with my hobby? And to be honest, it's every single day now with my son that I'm at home. He has become into Transformers as much as me. He's only 2 and he can't talk properly yet. He's stringing together some sentences, but he knows that these things transform from a car to a robot, and he'll bring one over to me and he'll ask me to transform it, and then he'll play with it a little bit in robot mode and then bring it back because he wants it in the car, and he'll try and transform some of them. And even this guy, this little bumblebee, he plays with that and he'll take the arms and legs off it trying to transform it. But the other day he came in here and he picked up this. It's a little Legends movie Starscream, and I know he hadn't touched it before, and he picked it up, and it's not a hard transformation, but remember this is a 2-year-old, and he transformed it into robot, which I know is simple, and transformed it straight back, and he flipped it. I saw him studying each of the movements, each of the ball joints, and working out which way to fold, and he did it. And to me, that's probably one of the most meaningful moments, because I can see him really getting into these toys, and you know what? I'm happy he does, and I'm very different now to the person I was a couple of years ago, where, oh no, he's gonna break them. To be honest with you, I could have half my collection now, and if at least you get fun with them and play with them, because they're toys that are meant to be played with. So I mean, I'll often get Triptychon down for him, or I'll sort him out some ones that he won't break. Even don't know where it is now. Actually, it's over here. Sorry about this. My original G1 Rodimus Prime that my dad got me from a second-hand shop, which opened a couple of doors up from our house when I was about 7 or 8. And Oliver's been playing with this now, and it's just an amazing feeling to see that a toy that brought me so much joy is now bringing him so much joy. So I'd say that I hope that answers that question in a roundabout way. Let's go to the next one. Where do I see my channel in the next year or so? Maybe 173 subscribers. No, I don't know. As I say, this isn't about me getting to 1 million subs or whatever it is, or even to 1,000. And it's nice to get subs, don't get me wrong, but this is just me enjoying making videos, enjoying my hobby, and sharing it with like-minded people. And as long as I keep doing that, then I'll be happy with where the channel is. If it stays exactly the same, but people are still enjoying my videos. So I've got to tag some people in. And as I've been running up and down to Edinburgh for the last 3 months, I might as well send one last visit straight up there. Mr. Borders Dude, I know you've just moved into your new house. Maybe you can do this one as your first video. And also my other good friend Retro Prime. Can you guys tag this together? Do this for us. And also, a little bit of a curveball, Alpha Prime. Can you have a go for us? Be good to see you if you are at TFN in a couple of weeks. So hopefully you can have a go at this as well. I've been Zort Rider. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you like it, remember to comment and subscribe. I'll catch you again soon.